Good day, everyone. We're still here in the crown jewel of Mindanao, Davao City. Today, I'm going to share with you another important topic, which is critical to any business operations, regardless of nature of business. The title is Risk versus Control. It's the balancing act in daily operations. Kamusta mga kaibigan? Ako po si Jong, your Pinoy Risk Man, and today we're going to talk about something every leader, every manager, every frontline supervisor faces every single day. How do we balance risk and control in our daily operations? The push and pull of risk and control. Let's start with this simple truth. Walang business operation na walang risk. It's the truth. And no matter how many controls you put in place, you can't eliminate risk 100%. Kaya ang tanong dapat is hindi how do we remove risk, kundi how much risk are we willing to take and how do we control the rest. Think of it like driving. Risk is the speed, control is the brakes, the seatbelt, the traffic rules. Too much control, baka hindi na umusad yung kotse. Too little control, you will crash. Let's give real-life examples. Let's bring this closer to home. First example, IT operations risk. Example of which, system downtime. Ano yung control doon? Maintenance windows, backup servers, SOPs. If you overdo the controls, too many checks, too many approvals, you slow down delivery. If you underdo it, one mistake can bring down the system. Another example, BPO environment risk. Data breach or fraud. Ano yung control? Call centers implement screen monitoring, limited access, two-factor authentication, pero kung sobra ang control, tipong bawal nang gumalaw yung agents, they feel micromanaged and demotivated. Their productivity drops, retention suffers, so we always ask, what's the acceptable risk? What's the cost of control? And what happens if we get it wrong? Now, here's the concept we use in risk management. It's called the control curve. It shows that beyond a certain point, adding more controls gives you diminishing returns and sometimes more risk. Why? Because people bypass complex controls, or worse, they become disengaged and careless. Remember, compliance without understanding breeds resistance. Now, the balancing question is, when you're making decisions, always ask yourself, what could go wrong? That's the risk. Now, what controls are already in place to address those risks? Are the controls proportional? Are we stifling innovation or efficiency? Nahadlangan ba natin ito? Is the team still empowered to act and decide? Now, it's very important at the end of the day, the best control is a well-informed team. A team that understands why control exists, a team that can speak up when risks are rising, a team that can balance urgency and safety. That's what we call our risk-informed culture. So remember, mga kaibigan, risk and control are not enemies. They are like dance partners. Too much of one throws the other off balance. Your job as a leader is to find the rhythm in daily operations. Let's build workplaces that are secure but not suffocating, fast but not reckless, and always aligned with business purpose. Maraming salamat. This is Pinoy Risk Man, reminding you that leadership is not about avoiding risks, but knowing which ones are worth taking. Now, if you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Pinoy Risk Man. Together, let's build a risk-resilient Philippines, one business at a time. Remember, stay safe, stay smart, stay risk-aware. Kita-kits sa susunod na episode, and have a blessed day ahead.